Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Tuesday, and hope you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your side business. Excuse me. Welcome. Good to see you. So, I am getting so much feedback from the live I did last night. I'm getting so much positive feedback. Jenny, how are you? Welcome. It's so many positive feedback from the live I did last night. In case you haven't caught it, I did a live on, yeah, yesterday was my fifth year going live on Facebook every single day. Ended up being my 1839th um, live. Tonight is 1840. So that's in a row. And I talked for an hour. I don't even know what I talked about, but I talked for an hour, and it was really good. I think a lot of people got really good stuff out of it. Lena, how are you? Welcome. I see you on Instagram. So I got a great one for you. I got a story for you tonight. I haven't told a story for a while. I'm excited to tell a story because this is a great story that matches your journey, your race for 2024. So, yes, 1840. So there's a kid that is all about success, right? All about winning and winning and winning. So there's this race in the small village, if you would, and he decides to sign up for it. There's a few kids that are gonna run, and he thinks he's got this, right? So he goes and he signs up for the race, and there's a large crowd of folks that show up, and among this is there's an old man, old wise man that has heard about this race and specifically has heard about this kid, so he's interested to see what this kid is all about. So he's out in the crowd as well. Race starts, and these kids just start to take off. And sure enough, this kid just is pushing. I'm pushing, and he ends up winning the race. So he's just so excited, right? He's winning. People are just excited and cheering, and he's just like, yeah. And he spots this old man, old wise man, in the crowd, if you would. But the old wise man doesn't really show any kind of a congratulation face. You know what I mean? Like he's not excited at all. He's not impressed at all. Well, it turns out that there's going to be another race. There's going to be a bunch of new kids, and some of the other kids are coming from another village, if you would. So sure enough, he signs up again, and he shows up. Crowd is there, and he just takes off. Right, he's just running. All these other kids are running. It's a close race. He just comes to the finish line. And he just pushes with everything he's got, and then he wins the race. Crowd is going wild, nuts. Right, everybody's going nuts. He again spots this old man in the crowd, the wise guy, the wise man, and nothing. The guy, it doesn't sound like he's like impressed at all, right? All right, another race comes up. Bunch of new kids, hungry kids, better, faster, stronger kids. Kid signs up. Crowd shows up. You guessed it. He pushes forward and he wins this race. And he feels really good about this one because this one was a tough one. Like this last one was like, there were some really good kids in this crowd, right? But he still pushes forward and he still wins, and he's just like he feels like he's on top of the world. Have you ever felt like that? Like you've had some really good success, and then you feel like you're on top of the world. Well, this kid did. He feels like he's on top of the world, right? So crowd is going wild. He's seeing the crowd again. He spots this old man, and this old man is not impressed. It's like, okay, all right. And so he's kind of walking, towards the seats. This old man catches up with him, and he says, the kid says, "Hey, I won! I won! I won!" And he goes, "Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, you won. You won 3 races in a row." And he goes, hey, Bobby. And he goes, you know what? I want another race. I want another race. I want another race. I want to win another race. I got it. I want to get you excited. And he goes, all right, I'll tell you what. You show up in a couple of days. I'll arrange a race. So he puts there's a crowd again. Race is on, and the kid is there, and there's only three participants in this race with the kid. So there's two other people. One of them happens to be a blind man, and the other one is like this old lady who can barely walk and is using like a walker, barely. And the kid looks to his left and he looks to his right, and he asks the old man. He goes, "This is not a race. I mean, this is not a fair race. Bring me some hungry, young, strong kids, so whom I can run against." He goes, "Race." The kid is all like, "But," he goes, "Race." Well, the kid does what the old man said, and he takes off. And he takes off, and before you know it, he's at the end of the line. He finishes the race. Duh. Looks back, nobody's even moved. The old lady's still there. The blind man is still there. Nobody's even moved. So, and then he looks at the crowd, and there's like nobody cheering for him. He's like, "What the heck is going on?" So he comes back to the old man. He goes, "What's going on? I won. I won. What's happening to the crowd? Why isn't anybody like cheering? What else do you want me to do? Like, what did you want me to do? I won." And the old man says, "Well, yeah, but this time, what I want you to do, I want you to run this race again. But I want you to do this time. I want all three of you to finish the race." And the kid says, um, "Okay." And he starts to kind of give a hand to the blind man and the old lady here, and he's kind of just walking them forward and walking them forward and walking them forward. And after a little bit, he's almost hearing like people like clapping and cheering. He's not even at the end of the line, and they push forward together, and finally they finish the race. And the crowd is going nuts. Like the crowd is just going wild, and the kid is like puzzled. He's all, okay. So he turns to the old man and says, "So who won?" And the old man says, "Listen, kid, you won a lot more today than any other race. that you had before. He goes, yeah, but I mean, we all crossed the line together. So who's the crowd cheering for? And he said, the crowd is cheering for everybody because you won, like I said, a lot more than just finishing the cross line and getting a trophy. The kid finally understood. And I hope that you do too. And here's the punchline, at the end of the race, at the end of the race, there's going to be people that you left behind. There's going to be people that you left behind that you didn't think about. There's going to be people left behind that you were supposed to help, but you didn't. There were supposed to be people that you were supposed to grab their hands and lead them, but you didn't. You took the race all for yourself and by yourself, right? And that's not pursuing anybody's purpose. Nobody's purpose. And first, I'm dropping this. Nobody's purpose, okay, is written that way. It's not. Nobody's purpose is written in a way that you just go solo in life. Like you touch no human life, you impact no lives, you change nobody's life, and then you just go through life and then you clock out. Have you read anywhere or seen anywhere like a purpose like that? Does that even make any sense? Like your purpose is to just like not to talk any human and just go solo. That's your purpose? I don't think anybody's purpose is written like that. I don't think so. I doubt it. It's always going to be involving you changing other people's lives through what you do, what you say, right? So be careful. If you're going through the race of life, be careful, when you're getting to that end, um, is it too late to look back, see who you haven't talked to, shared your opportunity with, your products with, or impacted? You know, it's this whole thing is supposed to be, again, like I said, this whole thing is supposed to be impacting lives, not a life, right? Because it doesn't work like that. When you touch one life, it just trickles to other lives. It just does that automatically, right? So make sure that you're not flying solo all along, because I mean, in the good book, it says if how many people come together, if one person himself or herself, how many people come together? Two people come together, right? It's unbelievable what they can accomplish, right? It doesn't say go through life solo. So I ask you to pause for a second, stop, a whole brand new year, a whole brand new race, and make sure that at the this was a powerful one for myself because I want to make sure when I'm at the end of 2024, when I look back, I don't have any regrets saying, "Oh, you know what? I should have talked to that person." man, I should have just opened my mouth to that one, right? I don't want one. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this sits with you as well. I hope that you think about this whole life race. Pause for a second, check it out, see whose life you are supposed to uh, touch, impact, and hopefully you don't pass them by. With that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. Drop a takeaway from this down below and Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Yeah, I'm wearing my gear. The last skit I did, I was busting up so much. Okay, I literally had to stop because I couldn't edit because it was so fun. I wanted to use the original background. I don't know if I should have, but I did. 'Cause I'm brave, I guess. But I wanted to use the original background because it's just awesome, right? It's funny, and I was busting out. I'm thinking about it. I'm busting out. So I was busting out so much. It was hard for me to so it took me a while to put it together because yeah, I could. Anyway, if you haven't checked it out, go check it out in case you're wondering what the heck is we wearing. Yeah, this is from the old skit. I just changed my necklace because I was wearing this gold chain. So anyway, with that, if you feel that this is worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love. Uh, Tag a couple people. You don't have to share it on your profile, but you can tag it. That means you use the symbol at, and the names will appear, and then you just click on the names that you want. Okay, and you think that they will benefit from this message. So with that, I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your online business. Signing off until tomorrow. Do it.